Welcome back. My name is Caleb Oliver and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about the 5 best purchases that I made and the value that I got from them. But before we start, just comment the word down below, best, because that is the topic for today's video. Alright, let's get started. Oftentimes on financial channels, we talk about saving money. However, it is important to note that it is good to spend money as well. You just have to do it in a way that is healthy. Just be sure to budget for the purchase you want to make, and also make sure that that purchase adds value to your life. This is the main idea to focus on in this video. Spend money on things that provide value to your life. Here's a list of my top 5 best purchases. But before we jump into that, I just want to do a quick shout out to one of my YouTube friends. His name is Marco. I will put his name up on the screen here. He is a great YouTuber from across the water. That's one big thing I really like about YouTube. I get to make YouTube friends from around the world. So when you get a chance, just check out his page. I will leave a link down below in the description so you can check out his page. Because you know, as small YouTubers, we got to support each other, and I'm all for the support. Let's begin. First we have number 5. Number 5 here is my camera. My camera is a Canon T6. Now with each of these examples I give you, first I'll give you the financial breakdown, then I'll give you the value that I actually get out of the product. So starting with my camera here, it cost about $660 when I purchased it, and that's because I purchased it as a kit. It came with 2 lenses, and it also came with the warranty, which was like 5 years or 7 years, something like that. That's how we got it up to $660. And I can definitely say I get $11 worth of value out of this camera. For one, I'm passionate about photography, so I really love going out there taking pictures both of people and of things, so that very much can equal $11 of value for me. Now, back when I was in college, I graduated 2 years ago back in 2018. When I was in college, my senior year, my first semester of senior year, I took a photography class, and I liked it enough that when I went into the second semester of the class, the part 2 of the class, I actually bought this camera to be able to continue to advance my skills in photography. And because I really did enjoy photography, I did grow as a photographer in that class. One reason why this camera adds value to me is because I am a photographer. So I have done a few jobs. I go out, I take pictures, and then I charge my clients and I deliver them the photographs. So because this camera has actually put a few $100s in my pocket, that is one reason why it's worth actually having. Another reason why this camera provides value to me is because I like the idea of preserving history, whether it's for my friends or my family or when I take pictures at my church. I am preserving history, which is very valuable to me. I like to know that when people look back at the picture in 5, 10 years, even 50 years down the line in the future, they can say, wow, Caleb took this picture and, you know, he made us feel so good. Like, I love that. Whenever I see somebody looking at one of my pictures and just having a great moment, it makes me feel so good. And because of that, I don't mind spending over $600 on this camera because it provides value to me. Now we have here number 4. Number 4 here is my laptop. Now my laptop, I recently got it at the beginning of May 2020, and it is a MacBook Pro, the 16-inch version that came out in 2019, and it has 1 terabyte of storage. So this is a very good computer. I expect it to last me for about 7 years. So let's do the math on it here. The computer cost $3,500, just a side note. It costs $3,500 with Apple Care and a few accessories, a little bit under that, but let's just round up to $3,500 because that's what the receipt says. So we take $3,500, we divide that by the 7 years that I predict this computer will last me. That means each year I need to get $500 of value out of this. To break it down a little bit further, we have $500 divided by the 12 months in a year, and that equals $41.06 of value that I need to get from this laptop per month. And I definitely get that. The value that I get from this purchase is it helps me edit these YouTube videos. And I get to do that through iMovie. Before I had this laptop, I used to have an older laptop. It was slow, so I had to do all my editing on my phone. So to be able to actually have a laptop and do the editing and help my YouTube channel grow because the video quality is going up, that is really beneficial to me. Especially because I consider YouTube my business, even though I'm not making any money on it yet. But if you're a small YouTuber out there, I'm sure you can relate. Also, I use this laptop to do other things. I help run the live streams for my church. I do a lot of Zoom calls, as I know you all do too. We're all in our house, so we gotta do a lot of Zoom calls, FaceTimes, etc. So as I do these things, I also use Lightroom. That's why I paired camera with laptop back to back. I use Lightroom. So doing all these things, I need a real reliable computer, and I know that this one here will do it for me. This is valuable to me because the $41 of value in a month, even just posting one high quality video for me, I would say that's worth the $41 a month. Now, if you're getting any value out of this video, just please click the like button down below. Also, click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you'll be notified the moment I post my next video. And just comment the word down below, best, because that is the topic for today's video. Doing these things here really helps support my channel, and it helps my content get pushed to a larger audience. And for that, I say thank you. Now we have number 3. Number 3 here is my car. So I'm gonna put a little picture of it right over here. That is my car. I have a Chevy Equinox 2011. And I'll just add and I'll mention, I know some people in the financial channels here on YouTube, they really hate the idea of a car. They hate the idea of the expenses and everything else that goes with having a car. But it's worth it to me. Specifically, the YouTuber I'm talking about is Tommy Bryson. I love him as a YouTuber, but he hates cars, literally. You should go check out one of his videos. I'll leave his link down below too. But let's get into the financials of this car. So for me, this car was $15,000, and I took out the car loan to buy the car, and back then I wasn't as good in finances. Now if I had the paperwork, I would know exactly how much I paid in interest, but I'm not sure how much I paid in interest. So let's just say I paid $3,000 in interest. So we're going to use $18,000. So $18,000, and I want to keep this car for 11 years because at that point the car will be 15 years old, and that's about how long cars last or so. If I get a few more years out of it, hey, I'm all for it. So let's do the math. $18,000 divided by the 11 years I'm going to have this car, that equals to $1,636.36 of value that I need to get out of this car each year. Then when I divide that by the 12 months in a year, $1,636.36 divided by the 12 months in a year, that brings the number down to $136.36 of value that I need to get out of this car each month. And I can say I definitely do that. From the basics, it helps me get from point A to point B, and that is great. I definitely appreciate that I have a reliable car that can do that. Also, it helps me social distance while I travel because I know we're supposed to be distant from each other in these times. So because I have a car, I can do that but still run the necessary errands I need. Another way that I get value out of this car is I don't have to take public transportation. Even before COVID-19, it's annoying. You get on the bus, all these people, and oh my goodness. No, I just get in my car and go, and that right there makes this car worth $136.36 a month. Literally. Also, having this car here gives me the chance to make more money, both in a traditional job, because on the job application it will ask, do you have reliable transportation? I could say yes. But also to make some side income. I actually used to do Uber Eats, and just leave a comment down below if you'd like to hear my stories about when I did Uber Eats. And it helped me make a few extra $100 here and there. It actually helped me make enough extra money so I was able to travel to Peru a few years ago. So, again, leave a comment down below if you'd like to hear some of my Uber Eats stories. I can maybe make another video about that if you like. Now we have number 2. Number 2, one of my favorites here is concerts. Now for the next two I'm going to list, number 2 and number 1, they are actually experiences. So I can't really I can put a price on it, but I can't really put a year's time frame on it because the memories from an experience, they last a lifetime. So here we go. I've been to many different concerts. I think the most that I've paid for a concert though was either Bruno Mars or Elton John. Just from this you could tell I like a lot of different music genres. But I know I paid about $600. It was for 2 tickets. It was $300 and $300. And I paid the money and I went. And for me, that is worth the value. And again, I add, the value from going to a concert for me is priceless because it's a lifelong memory that I get to share with my friends. And it brings me continued happiness. Every time I want to think about the artist or I want to think of a happy memory, I can just think of it or go back to one of my videos or pictures, and then I get to derive so much value from that. And now we have number 1. This one here has to be my favorite. Number 1 here is travel. More specifically, I'll highlight my study abroad experiences in Spain. Now, back when I was in college, I actually studied abroad twice in Spain. Once during the summer of 2015, and again during the summer of 2017. Now, those were great experiences for me for a few reasons. One is because it provided great memories that, again, bring me continued happiness, especially because I was able to make friends there. I was able to make friends with the people I went with because I didn't know them that well till I actually got there. And I also made friends with people who were there. When I went there, we met other students that traveled there from America, and we all ended up staying in the same residencia or the residence area. And it was great. We had a great time. It was fun, and I loved it. Also, this trip gave me the inspiration to continue traveling. My first trip to Spain, 2015. Once you get a taste of this sweet life, you don't want to give it up. So that really encouraged me to keep traveling. And since then, I've been to many different countries and taken many different trips, and I love it. It is really great. So to get that at such an early age, I really value that. And I feel like everybody should have the experience to travel. And I encourage you, once all this quarantine and sickness mess is over with, I do encourage you, get out there and travel because it is worth it. It may be a little expensive, but like I said at the top of the video, just budget for it and you'll get a whole lot of value from it. But overall, I get a lot of value from traveling. And that's why I don't mind spending some money on it. It may be a bit pricey, but again, just budget for it and then you can afford it and then you're all set. Well, that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you really understood the overall goal of this video. The overall goal is to show, yes, some things in life are expensive, but they also provide a lot of value to you. So all you have to do is budget for it and then spend. But again, make sure you are receiving value. Alright, before you click out of this video, I just ask if you please click the like button down below. And also click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you'll be notified the moment I post my next video. And we're going to have a little question of the day here. So just answer this question down below in the comment section. What is the best purchase that you've made? A purchase that you have derived a lot of value from? Just answer that in the comment section down below. Alright, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.